I know before we leave, we're going to have prayer. I knew that, it's short and sitting here today, so I'd get up and slip out. I wouldn't say it, I didn't want to hear the prayer. But I know just a few years after that, I got saved, and I'm glad I got to pray with Arabelle before she went on. And the pastor, she said, well, every month the pastor would come, and she'd always have her tithe ready to send to the church. And somebody said, why is that awful? Taking that old lady's money. That's awful. But she wouldn't have it no other way. And truly, God did take care of her through other people. And I know one time we went up to the old Fairview graveyard. And my wife hadn't been married too long. We had a small kid. So she was walking down through the graveyard. She said, where do you live at? And I said, I live in Marion, Indiana. Oh, she said, we're odd people, aren't you? And I guess because of Arabelle, that's the reason our family was in Marion, Indiana. See, I'm sure because your dad, that's the reason he was there. Because of Arabelle. They were the first ones that went to Indiana, we understand it. But years later, ain't sure enough to grow. They went to Indiana, and that's the reason we're there today. But I thank God for old people like Arabelle. She got a better home today. And I know if she was here today, I'm guaranteed she would have prayer before we left. And while I'm up here, I'd like to just say a few things about my grandmother. And I can remember her, and I'm sure because of her that a lot of us is in church today. I remember when her funeral, they picked two from every family. I know Ed and Donald was pallbearers, and me and Johnny was pallbearers, and Homer and Harlan was pallbearers. And none of us was saved at that particular time. And I know when I walked past that casket that day, and I looked down at my grandmother, and I said one thing about it. I got to change my ways, for this will be the last time that I'll ever see it. But I'm glad that over the years that all six of us made a confession of Jesus Christ. There wasn't another saved at this particular time. And I know we're clever prize, preach up here, I'll say that, this and I got away. But they said one year my grandpa, had a stroke or something, he kind of went back like a kid. He played matches or stuff like that. So he got out on the hill one day and set that hill on fire. And he said that fire was going so you couldn't see the barn. That fire. And he said Grandma grabbed no wet coffee sack, and she beat it as much as she could. She beat on that fire. And said she couldn't win that way. So she dropped on her knees and started praying. So that fire come out of that barn and said it just went out, just like it flared out. And Clifford Price, he said, I left there right then, so I went up in that holler. And an old stuff, he said, I made me $1. God called me to preach. And I'll say for Grandma, it was her testimony for her that made me have hope in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And I know when Dad was kind of her pet, I don't think she's her pet, she took care of her. And I know when Dad was sick, he wanted Grandma around. And I'd go get her, all the time I was a kid. I'd go get her, and when she come in, first thing she'd do, she'd drop on her knees, she'd pray, hear all the house. And after she got through praying, she'd start getting supper ready. So I thank God for my inheritance, I thank God for my grandmother.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.